What's going on, everybody? Charlize Walker with Lisa's Business Enterprise here with another nonprofit knowledge tip. So, the question I get asked the most is where to find grants. Yes, where to find grants. First thing you should do is go to my website and download your free grant ready checklist under the startup nonprofit tab. That way you can see if you even grant ready first. Then, once you start finding grants and everything, first thing I want you to do when you find a grant is carefully review the grant requirements before you apply, just to make sure you meet those requirements. So, I'm gonna give you a few areas, a few places that you can find grants. First of all, number one is, remember, I put together a quick resource to help you get your nonprofit started with a list of grants and resources. So you have to go back to my website, the same tab you hit before, the Startup Nonprofit tab, and get the grants list starter pack that I have put together for you. It's a bunch of resources. So on there are over 20 grants, 12 12 resources, and different references, which also includes other places to find more grants. So I put together this list just to help you get started. It's also like seed grants, especially if you're just getting started in your nonprofit as well. Number two is, start small, start local. Look at local businesses, or if you have a major business that is based in your city or town, look there. Look at the restaurants, ask the managers, check the banks, local banks, credit unions, especially the businesses that are based in your area, and especially the community foundations in your area. That's another thing that is on my grants list starter pack. It is a community foundation finder. So again, check that out, okay? Number 3 is research. It's simply doing research. It's like trying to find a job to apply to, right? But sometimes you come across them, I don't want to say by mistake, but just looking at stuff. So for instance, I think I've said this before, like paying a bill, and you look down, you look at the bottom, especially where they have the careers about us and everything. And if you see stuff that says sustainability, or they might even say apply for a grant or something on there, look at that. So while you out, shopping, or you doing online shopping, paying bills, looking at other stuff, looking at websites and stuff like that. Just make sure you look for the word sustainability or grant, apply for a grant, or something like that on there as well. Or I always say, well, if you're out shopping or out in a community or something like that, simply, I've said this before, simply ask the managers, do y'all like give grants to 501c3 nonprofit organizations, non-public charities? That's anything easiest thing you can do, and it's also a good way to cultivate, which I'm working on as well. So, and the other thing is, um, social media, like YouTube. YouTube, you can search on social media, Facebook groups. I was a part of a few Facebook groups geared towards nonprofits, especially startups and everything. And one thing I did was sign up for someone's newsletter, and they gave out a grants every week. This resource is on the grants list starter pack as well. Basically, the people that I follow and everything is on that list as well. Also, what else you can do, especially with social media, sign up for any newsletters and stuff like that. Sometimes they have grants and stuff on there, especially with the nonprofit world as well. And one thing I did do was I applied for a grant for our nonprofit organization, didn't get it, but I was on the email list, and they send out, um, you know, a host of different things, but they send out grants for other different areas as well. Sometimes it's something that doesn't apply to us, and sometimes it is. So That's another way. Just do your research. And the last one is benchmark. Benchmark, which is kind of part of research as well. So look at other nonprofits that are similar to yours, similar to your organization. Look at their websites. Look at, and a lot of times, sometimes we post who funded us. Look at who funded them. Maybe they put the link to their website, because a lot of times when we get funded, especially we get sponsorship, we have to put that on our websites or we have to post it somewhere. So look at that information. That is 4 different ways that you can research and find grants. And again, if you need help with your startup or you're just in the beginning stages of your nonprofit, sign up and get with me for consultation. I'll put the information somewhere, okay?